Market update here on the 3rd. So Apple with pretty bad earnings overall. We had Amazon with great earnings. After hours at 141. Previous videos I highlighted the gap fill at 141 and 144 as possible targets. So that looks really good as far as Amazon goes. They had great earnings. Apple is just showing like no growth, and so it's selling off after hours. I had this highlighted as a potential move, but it looks like it's not going to play out. It looked like a 5-wave move, second wave, so. So anyway, overall on this overall market, just looking at it, I still don't have a real good general direction from here, but I do think there is a chance we can get a 5th wave here, but Apple would probably have to stay flat or, go around like 190 and everything else would have to melt up. So Amazon, we're already up basically 10% after hours, so that's perfect. But you're going to need Microsoft to go, Meta is going to have to go, which it looks like it's in a 4th wave. And then we have Google, which I haven't looked at. I'll look in a second. Let's just go over the chart. So Microsoft, I think Microsoft is just ready to go. We have, in my opinion, I think that the 3rd wave ended right here. And I think we're currently in a 4th wave. This was a B wave. This was not a 5th wave. And then we got, let me zoom in here. Too far. So we have ABCA, and then we get this move right here. You can see it's a ABC move as well. We hit the very top right there. So that's definitely a B wave. And then this move right here, which I previously thought was a corrective move, is actually a 5-wave move. Looks like it got a big 1st wave, 2nd wave, 3rd wave right here. And we can take the 3rd wave, because it's shorter than the 1st, and just stick it on the top here. And so I would say that if Microsoft goes down anymore, which it could be in a 4th wave still, it looks like it potentially is in a 4th wave still. It should not go below 321. And then that would mark the end of the 4th wave. So we are already outside the parallel line, but there might be one more move down to potentially 321. And then I think it's ready to go straight up to 5th wave to complete the overall 3rd wave. So let me zoom back down here, and that could actually be the end of it too. That could be an extended ABC move like I talked about previous videos. So A, B, and a very extended C wave, which is very unorthodox, but I'm just putting it in there as a potential. So 1, 2, that's the first potential, or we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 higher. So I think we're about to start a 3rd wave higher. Targets for that would probably be let's say this is the bottom. I don't think it is though. I think it might go down a little bit more. That's just my gut feeling, even though we are 374.92. So I think this can go all the way up to 380 would be my target for this 3rd wave. And then we would actually make a bigger 4th wave. I think this can be pretty quick too. This 1st wave took about a month. So potentially just a big move up here for the 3rd wave. It really 380 seems kind of crazy, and everyone is bearish right now, so seems like a good time to slip in this final 3rd wave higher and then finally start an overall 4th wave, which will probably be a lot longer. This was about, no, that was pretty short. But I would guess this fourth wave would be a little bit longer and probably longer than this. This is going on a month and a half. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got right there. Microsoft should be going higher. And I've thought about if the third wave is already done right here. I can show you why I have this. So we have 1, 2. And then let's just go through and I'll show you what. This is the most accurate thing, in my opinion, for figuring out which wave you're in. So we have 1, 2. And then the third wave, it looks like it's like straight up from here. I'm sure there's a little bit of a first wave in here, first, second wave. But if this is going to end right here, and you can see the parallel line goes through right there. I thought about this being right here, and then this being right here. But that would mean we're only in the fourth wave of the third wave. That doesn't make any sense to me. That would be way too big. So third wave, it definitely breaks in here as a short fourth wave. And then we get, if we zoom in here, we get what looks like this for a fifth wave to equal the overall third wave, and then we get a pretty good fourth wave there. So this fourth wave is taking a while, and then on lower time frames, let's go over this wave as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pull back, huge move higher, that's a C wave. So we have A, B, C, A, B, and we're working on C, and you can see how C wave comes back to the very bottom of the A wave, and also you can look at this hits exactly the 1.61 fib of the start of the A wave to the bottom of the A wave, 1.61 fib, and then we make a 5-wave move lower. So I'm pretty sure that that is a fourth wave. And zooming back out now, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, A, B, C, 4, and we're looking for a fifth wave higher to complete the third wave, or the C wave. So this next wave should start soon, in my opinion, and everyone thinks that this is over with. Everyone thinks we're going to tank right now. There might be one more move higher. On QQQ, that would look like this. It would be an ending diagonal. I previously said we broke into the first wave, and so this is done. This is still possible. But again, on Microsoft, I showed you that there could be a little bit more down. And that's the same on this. There might be another wave down to 368 first, but it's probably more than likely finished. So this probably was actually a fifth wave. So this is either a fifth wave or a B wave. On those smaller time frames, hard to say. But if this is the first wave, then this right here is actually very weird. So very weird formation for a 5-wave move, and then we pull back here, and then this would likely be pumped higher from here. And actually, as I'm talking about this, QQQ is going up a little bit. I was wondering if Apple came back. So if this is wave 1, then tomorrow I would be looking for, if we're going to go to all-time high or new highs, we're probably going to come up here and break the 1.61 fib. I would be looking for this gap fill up here, and then maybe even higher than that for a third wave pullback, and my target is probably 390, 395. So that's the first option, and that looks very likely just looking at Microsoft's chart and Meta's chart. We could also be making a B wave too, but if Microsoft's going to make all-time or new highs, that's about a 15% move from here. So that means we're probably going to go to all-time highs. Meta. And Meta looks like it's ready to go too, in my opinion. It does have a gap fill here, down here around 300, but that would completely negate the whole move. So it would have to pump from here. We'll see what happens. Something like that. And let me zoom in a little bit. So we have 3, and then we have A, B, C. And then this little move right here, Meta would have to go pretty hard again. So Meta has to go. Microsoft should be going. It's going pretty good after hours. Apple, again, I don't know on Apple. It seems like it should be going because we have 5 waves here. The earnings were so crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was holding this after hours. I sold a little bit at like 193, just like taking little nibbles out, and then I ended up selling for a loss, actually, for a small loss after hours at like 189. Because I was like, these earnings suck, and I looked at the options chain. It looks like it would be pinned around like 190, 195, but I was just like, I don't want to hold it. So this would be the play, though, if it's going to go to end up being a 5-wave move. 205, and it could probably go to 210. I don't see it, though, with those earnings, but we'll see. If they can stay flat and everything else pumps, then that's fine. Remember, Tesla, we have to have go to, and it had a very nice move today as the market stayed flat. And again, the video yesterday I talked about, it's going to go to at least 268 and potentially all the way up here to 286. So 5-wave move coming, and that would complete the overall B wave. That would give a lot of help to QQQ. So don't be surprised if Tesla takes off in the next couple of weeks. I don't even know how long this will take. This started on July 21st to the 2nd. That's 12 days. No, is that? Yes, 12 days. So that means this will probably take up to 12 days, minimum 6 days. So you're looking at like August 8th for this to be finished. So something in this area right here. And then Amazon, I talked about at the start of the video, or maybe that was a different video. Gap fill, right where it's at right now, at 141, and there's a gap fill at 144. Don't be surprised if this goes all the way to 144 gap fill. I don't know about going higher than that. Again, I haven't followed the waves on this one as much because I hate how it's moving. It moves up, down, just the whole way, and it's just annoying to me. But if we look at just using parallel lines, it looks like it was in a 4th wave there. So potentially A, B, and then we making a 5-wave move to complete this right here. So if this is W, this might be X right here. It kind of looks like it to me. It looks like A, B, C. So it could actually go higher than that too, because if you look at wave 1 was this far, and this is wave 4 right here. This might be going to 158 if it's the same size as wave 1. So wave 3 ended right here, wave 4, and that means wave 5 could go all the way to 158. So don't be surprised. I wonder if there's any gap fills around that area. Let's find out. And there is one at 163. So Amazon might be the leader for this melt up to complete the overall fifth wave if it happens, and it looks like it has good potential to happen. We'll see though. I think I'm going to leave it at that. So Microsoft, it might have one more move down. You go through these waves. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, working on 5 within this move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right down to the very bottom, or a little bit farther than the wave A. So can't go past 321. So I would look for something down here. There is a gap fill at 314, but that would just mean that maybe I counted the third wave wrong, because the third wave right now doesn't look that long to me. So look for potentially a little bit more down. We'll see tomorrow. It might bounce first and then come down, but I think that we are in potential for a diagonal to happen. The other possibility is we sell off again, 1, 2, we get a third wave down here to 368, pull back and then go lower, 5 waves, or we get A, B, C, and we just bounce for a B wave, maybe fill this gap and then come down lower. So we'll see which one plays out. Gap fill 382, gap fill 385. 3 different possibilities. 368, or we come up here and make a B wave up here to 382, or we make a new high for this ending diagonal. I'm going to say, based on what I see in the charts, I think that there's a good chance we make a new high. It's only 388. We are 4% off, but if Amazon goes to potentially, if it goes to potentially 158, seems kind of high right now. That would end the 5-wave move. Then it's very possible, and it could actually play out like this too. We could be getting a wave 1 tomorrow, pull back, something like that. So that is it. One last thing, let's just look at the gaps on Microsoft. There's one at 336, and there's one at 350. So this would fill them all if we get a 5-wave move higher. Below we have one at 314. And then the other thing too, we are still way below the 4-hour. We're right on the 4-hour -2 standard deviation on QQQ. Again, we are also way below the -2 standard deviation. Look where it has never gone below that the whole time. So melt up is actually probably what's going to happen to new highs. Meta, it's not. Apple is probably, if it can stay flat, then it's all good. Tesla, 268 to 286. Amazon, potentially 158. There's a gap fill at 163. That would be a pretty incredible move, but they had incredible earnings, so that would complete the overall C wave. That's it. I'll leave it at that. Give me a like if you like the video. Subscribe if you want more content like this. I'll be putting out more updates here tomorrow, and let's see what happens. Hard to tell right now, but we should get some clarity in the next couple of days. Potentially tomorrow. Tomorrow might be an options killing day though. There's lots of options. They might kill them and start this move next week. So that's it. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. I'll talk to you soon.